Okay, you're joining a lecture at Stanford University, and the lecture was given approximately in the year 2010, 10 years ago.
We go. Now, I just have to give you a brief overview about a virus. First of all, viruses are parasites, and they really require a host cell in order to multiply.
Okay, some individuals will not go that far and say it's a parasite or living. They will put it in some kind of a limbo zone. In fact, she will do that next, so it's kind of a double talk.
So they're somewhere in between a completely inert organic particle and another kind of life form.
Another kind of life form. They're between living and dead. I heard one lecturer at a university say they're not living, but they're not dead either. Now right away they violate the rules of logic. The law of contradiction. What is it? Alive or is it dead? Well, it's somewhere between. Basically that's what the lecturer said. But for purposes of slides and to slide it into your mind, the lecturer will refer to it as parasite. But let's watch what happens now. This is double talk, and I'll explain it to you as we go along.
They don't have any of their own cellular machinery, but they do have a nucleic acid at their core, and they all have a protein coat. Many viruses also have a membrane that surrounds them. Now, the nucleic acid can be composed of either DNA molecules or RNA molecules. And in order for viruses to do their thing, first of all, they have to be able to enter cells. And they do this very uniquely through some kind of an attachment mechanism.
Okay, they have to enter cells. Now, that's kind of the presentation talk, but we're going to go deeper. The whole nonsense of viruses, and virology must enter your mind. We're not talking anything biological, zero. This is hypnosis. This is witchcraft. Okay? This is pseudoscience. You put a name on it. But what we're talking about is the nonsense getting into your mind.
And then enter the host cell, where they then...
Okay, host. Now I believe that when they keep reiterating the word host, it's a mockery of the Roman Catholic understanding of the sacrament of communion or the Lord's Supper. Because the priest in the Mass will raise what? The host. And because the right words have been said with the right attitude, a miracle will take place called transubstantiation, the change of substance. Now there's no difference here, no difference. They are going to perform a transubstantiation. They are going to change substances. All through this virology nonsense, lies, hoaxes. Substances will change. Something will come out of it.
And co-opt the cellular machinery to make more copies of the nucleic acid as well as the protein coat. Then, to be successful, all viruses have to somehow get out of the cell and then finally be transmitted to a susceptible host.
Okay, now, that's when a person says something to you like, because you are vomiting and have a fever, you must have a virus. You must have a virus. You just transmitted the lie. Okay? So it gets into the mind, you win a person over, but that's not good enough. You have to win others over. So that's what it means by transmitting. Don't think biology here, because this is all false biology. There's absolutely no science to it whatsoever. It's all nonsense.
So this is just a generic description of a virus. I'm going quickly, I realize that, but I don't really want to focus on the nitty-gritty of viruses. I really want to talk about influenza.
Oh yeah, don't focus on the nitty-gritty.
So this is just a very simplified overview of the life cycle of influenza virus. As you can see...
Okay, basically, we're going to parallel this with two talks. Her talk of nonsense, hoaxology, pseudoscience, and her words of hypnotism. All right? This is the concept, the imaginary concept of a virus presented to you and what's called a sigil. A sigil is a drawing that is done by a magician, and it is endowed with magical properties that are made real in your mind by demonic forces. Okay? So this is the concept of virus or viruses. This is the concept of H1N1. This is the concept of the flu that killed everybody in 1918. Okay? Now it's outside your mind. But the hypnotists and the magicians, or the witches and the warlocks, the occultists, want it to get into you. So that's what this represents. The sigil will take it in, and take a look at these little things here. They look like serpents, right?
On the left, let me see if I can get the pointer to show up here. You can see that the virus has to attach and then it gets taken up. And then the viral particles, which in the case of flu virus are RNA genes, then have to be copied. And at the same time, the proteins that are encoded by these genes have to be made. And they use the host machinery to do that. And then ultimately, they have to be enclosed in an...
Okay, how many sigils do you have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number 6. So now it's in you. You bought it. You accepted the nonsense. You accepted the pseudoscience that was created around the year 1900 by hoaxsters and liars. So it's in you. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about anything biological now. It's in you.
Another membrane in order to exit the cell. Now I have a video that I want to show you that I got off the internet just recently. I think it's very helpful to sort of understand this life cycle.
Okay, we're not going to see the video. I'm going to stop it right here and let you know that virology is nonsensology. Thank you for watching.